All right. Okay, so we're back at it with another video. Today we're doing Ren's route. And if you didn't know, to get to Ren's route, you have to drink Lawrence's drink, which I think is very rude. But we're just gonna take it because we're special and different like that. I reached across the table and took the drink in front of Lawrence. He was like, "Bro, why'd you do that?" I took a sip. It was rum and coke. A comforting drink. I relaxed a bit as I finished it. I looked across the table at my new companions. Look at Ren and his huge smile. He is so adorable. I love him so much. I'm so excited to be locked in his house. Lawrence didn't touch the other drink. Ren started to look more worried. It's really late. I think I should leave. Wait, you're leaving? Sorry. Ren ran out the door. Hey, wait. And then Lawrence ran after him. I stood there, baffled. And then I shook my head. Those two are really none of my business. And I really should be heading home. I grabbed my coat and strolled out of the pub into the crisp night air. Lawrence and Ren were nowhere in sight. Well, that was weird. I started walking down the sidewalk and felt something tap my shoulder. I jumped, startled, and turned around. We've seen this part before, but I'm just gonna read it again for y'all, because I got a better microphone this time, so you can listen to my soothing ASMR Lawrence voice. Ah! You startled me. He seemed to be struggling with what to say. Ren's path split from mine. What are you talking about? Didn't Ren just leave because it's so late? Like, he probably had stuff to do in the morning. He had to go to bed early. Ren was different. I'm sorry? My apology didn't seem to calm him down. Oh, shoot, I got hit that time! Before I could react, his fist connected with my face. No! I forgot that he did that! I stumbled back, my ears ringing. What the? He just punched me in the freaking face! He started walking towards me as I looked back up in panic. He's crazy! Yeah, he's just beating people in the road, screaming fire! Fire! I started running down the street away from him. I stumbled a bit as I tried to run. All the drinks I had earlier in the night were slowing my steps. I kept moving. I couldn't hear him behind me. I felt a pang of dizziness for a moment. There was an alley to the right. We're gonna go right! Okay, I veered into the alleyway and pressed my back against the wall. And oh, look, a nice little that door is open. That is a very open door that we could run into. Just saying. But we're gonna click Ren's tail. It's like, oop! Emmy! Ren! Come with me, I'll help you. I swayed on my feet. Ren? You got ears! You got ears and a tail! I don't feel... I know. I love how he says that with a smile. He's like, yeah, I poisoned your drink. Well, it wasn't supposed to be your drink, it was Lawrence's drink, but then you drank it, so... My bad! I began to collapse as he tried to hold me up. It'll be okay. I woke up in a comfortable chair. In a strange house. What happened? I tried to remember as someone familiar approached me. Oh, you're awake. Do you feel better now? You've been asleep for hours. I groaned and I rubbed my head. Right, I went out, and then these two guys, one of those guys punched you in the face! Thank you for helping me, Ren. I really appreciate it, because I got punched in the face. I'm not over that. I got freaking punched in the face. I'm so mad that I didn't dodge. Well, of course. It's no problem at all. Anyways, now that you're up, I bet you're feeling hungry.
Why don't I make you something to eat? I just ate a lemon in real life. And it was really good. I didn't finish it. I had a lemon, so I ate half of it, and then I ate like, there was like a quarter left, so it's fine.
You know what? Yeah, that sounds great. I could use some actual food. Oh, I suppose I could stay a little bit longer. I'd love to stay a little bit longer. I'm just looking at him. He is so lovely and so wonderful. I want to give him a big kiss. Thanks. Great! And we got a little blue heart already. We're doing great. You're gonna love it. I have these really nice... Whoops. I'm rambling. Bestie, it is okay. Me too. I could stay forever and we could chit chat and talk about all sorts of things. I'll just be a bit. Sit tight. Okay. I shifted in the seat. And I heard a soft clinking? What the fuck? There was a huge chain on the floor. From the wall to my ankle. I was about to say something when I noticed something heavy around my neck as well. I reached up. What is this? Some kind of collar? Or more like a neck-sized shackle. I realized moments after that I yelled loudly at the discovery. Said some, "Ah!" I heard the quiet sounds in the kitchen stop. I stood up, grasping at the metal ring around my neck, not finding any way to open it. He returned to the living room leisurely, not seeming too concerned about my distress. Bestie, why? Why is this? Why? You just decided to chain me to the wall when I was passed out and vulnerable? You're very rude for that. What's wrong, Emmy? Why am I chained to the wall? Oh, there's no need to be worried, Emmy. I know it seems a little different, but just trust me, okay? We'll be best friends before you know it. You are my bestie, though. You're a little rude because you chained me to a wall, but like, you are my bestie in the whole wide world. Love you. I gulped and I reached up to touch the collar around my neck. That's a little hand-me-down. A gift for my new friend. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's lovely and I'll wear it always. I felt that being polite was probably the best option. Well, you're so welcome. He paused and chewed his lip. Although, it's been a pretty long time. No! And I'm not sure if it still works. You could have tried it out beforehand, honestly. No. Works.
Bestie, you have no clue what's about to happen to you.
What does it do? I had a feeling, but I wanted to be wrong. I gasped raggedly. Ouchie! Felt like I was being punched all over at once. But now it's completely gone. Looks like it still works fine, huh? 1,000 things went through my head at once. He put some sort of electric collar on me. Where does someone even get something like that? What did he mean by training? Oh, I skipped a line. I didn't read anything about training. Yeah, what did he mean by training? I forgot. Is he crazy enough to kill me? How can I get out of here? Those potatoes are probably done by now. That he is so fun for that. Just like electrocute us and then like, oh yeah, my potatoes are on. Me too. Me too. That's how quickly I move from subject to subject. He turned and went back to the kitchen. I shrink back into the couch. I suppose I can take this time to figure out my situation. I shrink into the soft cushions. That chain certainly isn't breaking. I heard the quiet sound of cooking start again in the kitchen. The shackle on my ankle looked as indestructible as the collar around my neck. I heard the hiss of something in the skillet. My eyes traveled down the chain to the wall. That's starting to smell really good. I shook my head. Concentrate! The wall! It's just a normal house wall. It's got to be the weak point. I stared at it for a while, contemplating if I should just get up right now. I don't think that's a good idea. He'd hear me, and he still got that remote. Emmy! I gasped and jumped to the chair. You know he's there. Why are you so afraid? Oh, I didn't hear you. I stammered, and I gave him a nervous smile. Yeah, I could be pretty quiet. Okay. Good for you. A little sneaky little sly fox. Oh my god, that's why he's quiet. Anyway, dinner is served. He held out a plate heaped in mashed potatoes and steak to me. I took it in, eyes wide. This looks really good. Well, looks don't mean much anyway. What matters is how it tastes. And he's looking at his lips and looking at me. Bestie, you better not eat me alive. That would really suck for me. But I bet I taste delicious because I take such good care of myself. Oh, I forgot a fork. Tea. I'll be right back. Ooh, ee. Thank you. I like that Sprite in a normal way. You're so polite. I really hit the jackpot. I am the jackpot. I am worth thousands. I am so wonderful and lovely to be around. He practically skipped to the kitchen. Oh, he's so lovely. He's in a great mood, at least. And that's great for me. The better mood he's in, the better off I am. He came back quickly, beaming and holding out a fork. I took it quietly and looked down at my meal. It seemed awkward to eat in front of someone like this.
Yeah, if you're eating and somebody's just watching you, I don't know, I get really self-conscious. I don't want to eat anymore. Just turn away. Or if we're both eating, it's fine. But if only one person's eating, they're just like, bro, I'm shy.
But I was starving and it smelled amazing. Everything else is wrong. I might as well enjoy this. I took a bite. Well, it's really good. It's really delicious. Thank you. I tried not to sound surprised, though he seemed to relax just by watching me dig in. I was so hungry that it was easy to temporarily forget everything else. I cleaned my plate and finally looked back up. Thank you for feeding me and housing me and being my friend. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. He took my plate and fork from me. I chewed my lip as he took them to the kitchen. This is a nice house. I nestled into the comfy chair. And his cooking is so good. Maybe this isn't so bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, out of the, what is it, 4? Out of the 4 people who you could get stuck with, Ren is probably one of the better ones in the game. Because he is nice. And, you know, he thinks, sort of. And, you know, his motives aren't the best, but he's trying. He's just a guy. He's just a little fox guy doing his best in the world with the cards that he's been dealt. I considered pulling my knees up to my chest while I waited. I lifted my foot slightly, hearing the clink of the chain reminding me. Right. She's like, right, this ain't a vacation. I'm locked up against my will. But, like, what if I decide it's just not against my will anymore? What then? If I'm like, no, actually, this is fine. I could just decide that myself. And you know what? I have Ren. Hi, I'm staying here. I'm sleeping over. That sofa right there, that's where I'll be staying for the rest of your life. And you're just going to have to deal with it. I looked up to see him returning. All right. He quickly wiped his hands on his shirt. Maybe it's best that we get you settled in. Give you some time to adjust. I just looked at him. What do you mean by settled in? To my surprise, he pulled out a small key and bent down to my shackle. Don't forget about the collar. I gulped, reaching up to touch it. I'm going to open this, but if you aren't good, I'll have to shock you. Do it! You won't. You won't. What are you gonna do? Shock me? Okay, and I survived once, I'll survive again. I nodded slowly. As long as he takes that off, I'm in a better position. It clicked and opened and fell to the floor. We're gonna attack him. Ah! He let out an inhumane growl as he dodged me. No! Stop! This is how to be getting at you. I fell to the floor. What are you looking so smug for? I'm gonna punch him in the face. No, what are you doing again? He was panting softly. What a jerk. What a jerk. Like, yeah, I attacked him, but he didn't have to do it twice. Dang. We just got electrocuted. But you know what? You know what? Now he knows. Now he knows that we know, like, we ain't afraid to throw down. Like, yes, he's prepared for it, but now he knows, like, okay, maybe they aren't as well behaved as I thought, and he's gonna have his guard up. But that's good, actually, because we could use that to advantage somehow. I lay motionless on the ground, letting out a half-choked sob system. That wasn't a good idea, Emmy. He stood over me. I was just trying to show you your room. Are you going to come nicely now? Yes, I will. I focused on the remote in his hand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever you want. Just don't shock me again, please. That really hurt. Good. Now get up. You just electrocuted me, bro. It's going to take a second. I had to brace myself on the chair. It still hurt. My muscles were on fire. He held my arm gently and guided me down to the short hallway to a door. He swung the door open. A simple bedroom. No bars, chains, or anything. So hear me out. The window is right there, and it's open. I mean, it's not open, but, like, people can see from that window. They could see that somebody is in there. And I could write a little sign that says, help, SOS, call 911, I'm being held against my will. Or, better yet, I could just open the window and climb out. Huh? I feel like that's a good idea. I know it's kind of boring, but I didn't know what you like. My whole room is pink. It is painted pink. I have a pink bedspread. I have pink drawers, pink and white, and then I have hanging fairy lights, and I have a Jersey Shore. I have a Jersey Shore tapestry behind me right now, and it's the note. If you know, you know, it's the note. Once I get to know you better, we can spruce it up. Yeah, it just ain't home without my Jersey Shore tapestry. Could put it right there, right behind the headboard. My eyebrows forward. You know what? How long are you planning to keep me here? Because I have a dog at home. Her name's Phoebe. I really miss her. He stiffened at the question. Not that I want to leave you, though. No, it's okay, baby. I'll stay with you. But also, I kind of want to see my dog. Just get some rest. Oh, you made him sad. Oh, I want to give him a big hug. I want to bite him and give him a hug. What? We can talk more tomorrow. He slipped out the door and closed it behind him, leaving me in the room. I could hear him walking away, but from what I could tell, he didn't lock it or anything. I looked over to my bed, touching the metal ring around my neck. He has to sleep sometime. Maybe for now I'll just bide my time. I went to the window first. There didn't even seem to be a way to open it. Then you break it! You got lamps. Just pick it up, throw it away. The glass looked too thick to smash with anything in the room. Not with that attitude. Get the headboard. I doubt that the headboard has been screwed on. Pick it up. Just chuck it out the window. Or you go to the bathroom. Here's what you do. You go to the bathroom. You pick up, what is it, the lid to the tank? Take that. Do it when runs asleep, obviously. You take that. Smash the window. There, I just beat BTD in 2 seconds. Applaud me. With my brain. My brain is so big, and I know so much. I am so smart. Nobody ever thought of this before. Nobody ever thought to do that. I was the first one. Me and me alone. It's some rich-looking suburban neighborhood. Dang, like, this dude has a better house than me, too. Like, what the heck? Where the hell am I? We're like, oh no, it's worse than we thought. We're in suburbia. The window was facing some fancy backyards. It looked like the kind of place that had homeowner meetings, book clubs, and backyard barbecues. I explored the bedroom slowly, and it was just like a hotel room. Nothing in any of the drawers. Clean looking, clean smelling. Now that I was thinking about it, the living room sort of looked unused too, or at least really new. What kind of person, fox, lives in a house like this? You know, just because he's a fox doesn't mean he's not a person. Okay, foxes are people, beastkins are people too. I flopped on my bed, staring upward. I tried to go through the theories in my head to make this make sense. The theories only grow more and more outlandish as I started to doze. At some point, I wouldn't be able to remember. I fell asleep. I shifted on the soft bed. Waking up slowly, I began to wonder where I was. Then it all came flooding back. I flung myself up on the bed. I looked to the window. It's morning. I walked quietly to the bedroom door, straining to hear anything. It's completely silent. I tried the doorknob. The door opened easily. Oh. I mean, I know he's not there, so we're just gonna explore. Well, I'm not just gonna stay in here. I tiptoed into the living room, where I was chained before. Still no sign of Ren. I looked around the room and at my options. There's stairs to the second floor. Another door under those stairs. And then, of course, at the kitchen. Maybe there's a weapon down there. I looked towards the entranceway. Or could I just make a break for it? Explore the door under the stairs. I stared at the simple-looking door. There was something weird about it. The handle was strange. I turned it and heard a couple clicks. It's heavy. I swung the door open. I saw that the other side was thick and metal. What the hell? Ooh! Don't like that. I fumbled for a light switch, and eventually a flickering light revealed stairs into a dark basement. I'm so glad I don't have like a creepy basement anymore. My old basement was horrible. Something about it was making me nervous.
I just feel like there's just gonna be somebody standing there. That's my fear whenever like I used to, because it was a door and it would open into the basement. So anytime I opened the door, I thought there was gonna just be somebody standing in like the shadow. And that's why I was scared to go downstairs.
But you know what? Face our fears today, besties. We're going down. I have to know what's down there. I stepped down the wood stairs, creaking softly. It smelled musty. Most basements do. And coppery. Most basements do not. I felt along the wall, looking for another light. There. I stared at my surroundings. It's nothing like the rest of the house. It feels old and used and lived in. There's stains. A shiver crawled up my spine. Everywhere. I gulped and took an involuntary step back. The woodworking tools shone in a sinister way under the artificial basement light. All I could hear was the hum of a small fridge and large freezer. My gaze locked on the deep freeze. More stains. I approached it. It was filled with an irrational need to open it. Open it. I placed my shaking hands on the lid and lifted. It opened with a suction crack. That's the sound that it made when it opened. My eyes adjusted to the light. Surprise! Shutty! Oh God! Someone backwards falling to the floor. The lid of the freezer fell with a bang. No. He's a murderer! I have to get out of here. I scrambled to my feet and ran up the stairs. I heard the door open with a loud thump. Oh no! Ren! He's there! I didn't see a dead body in your freezer. I was just looking for some ice cream. I looked around quickly. I should get back to the bedroom. Yeah, obviously. Run. It's not like he's going to see you or anything. How long is the hallway from the front door to the living room? Isn't the front door in the living room, or did he come through the kitchen? Does the kitchen have a back door? Most of the back doors were in the kitchens, right? I don't even know if I read that last part. I closed the door silently, my heart thudding. I don't think he noticed anything. I let out a sigh of relief before pressing my ear to the door. More thumps. Come on. Isn't this what you wanted? Who is he talking to? He was moving farther away. I strained to hear him. Emmy! I jumped. Are you in your room? Come out here. I have a surprise for you. Yeah. I cleared my throat, realizing my voice was choked. Yes? I came out the room slowly. Did you have a nice rest? I hope he couldn't see me sweating. Yeah. Great. Well, come on. I've got everything set up in the spare room. He motioned me over to a door that I had assumed was for a closet. Check it out. I cautiously looked inside the dark room. My eyes adjusted to the darkness. Oh, it's a boy from the last time. Remember when you killed me? Remember that? Yeah, I do. I remember. You took my arms. You took my frickin' arms. So, you know, now is the perfect time for revenge. 'Cause you stole my frickin' arms. And I needed those. I needed those arms. Well? What? It was the other guy from the pub. And the guy who stole your arms in an alternate reality. You remember Lawrence? Oh, I remember Lawrence. I remember Lawrence, all right. I just stared, astounded. Lawrence was going to be my new friend. But then you came along. And I'm... sorry, Lawrence, but I'm so much better than you. I am so... First of all, number one, I'm real. Haha. But, like... I don't know. I'm not a tall, dead guy. A tall, dead, blonde, white guy. Or you can have me. Which would you prefer? He grinned at the terrified man in the chair. It was weird how quickly things can change, isn't it? I gulped hard. And why is he here now? Ren flashed me a fanged smile. Oh, baby, let me see them teeth. Then he reached for something behind himself. He revealed a knife. Before I could react, he held it out to me. I want us to share something really special, Emmy. He couldn't be serious. Oh! I looked up and I saw Lawrence's face and then I felt bad. Oh, he is so scared. I held the knife. You want me to hurt him? I heard Lawrence's muffled whimper as Ren looked over to me. Hurt him. Make him bleed, cry, and kill him. The knife quivered in my hand. I considered the people in the room and the collar around my neck. You took my arms! And I didn't have a choice. I stepped closer to Lawrence with a knife. I considered apologizing to him. But what would be the point? You took my arms in the last game. I'm kinda mad at you still. Go on. We're gonna do it slowly. 'Cause he took my freaking arms. That's what he gets. Don't steal my arms again, Lawrence. And then this wouldn't have happened to you. 'Cause I know you can come back. But you know, I'll just stab you again if you threaten to take my arms again. That's just how it works. I moved closer to Lawrence, watching as he began to panic more. I wasn't sure where to start. I looked at his arm and touched the blade to his skin. I've never done this to anyone before. I pressed the knife down, sliding it, testing it. Aww. He's hot. His arm jerked against the rope and zip ties and he groaned into his gag. Such a strong reaction, even though it was so easy. I looked up to his face. He was breathing hard. Scared. I moved the knife over his skin again. More muffled sounds. I could tell by the begging look in his eyes that he was trying to say, No, please don't kill me. He wants us so badly to stop. More than he's ever wanted anything. I flashed the knife in front of him. But there's nothing you could do about it, is there? His head jerked up and I realized I spoke aloud. The whole room was silent. They're like, everybody's in the room like, Shuddy, what the heck is wrong with you? Ren and Lawrence were frozen, anticipating what I'd do next. I'm the one in charge of this moment. Actually, I've been in charge this whole time. I've master manipulator right here. You don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what my next move is. I'm playing 4D chess and you're out of here not living. I pressed the knife into his thigh. He began to scream into the gag as I pressed further into him. Slowly, seeing him unable to stop me, even though he so desperately wanted to. I twisted the knife. It filled me with something I never really felt before. Strangely, I was more aware of the collar around my neck as I did it. I've been helpless too. I pulled the knife out. He was shaking. I lifted his chin so he could look at me. This was important. I understand how you feel, Lawrence. I light the bloody knife on his shirt. You can't stop this. Terror flooded his face. Why did that feel so good to say? I pushed the knife into his belly, faster. Oh! Just sliced him on right open. I could tell his screaming was becoming hoarser, even with the gag. He was so soft. I pulled the knife through his flesh and watched the blood and other things that should stay in a human body fall out of him. You might want to put those back in there, buddy. His head fell to his chest. After a moment of time I couldn't properly count, I realized I was panting. Ha ha ha! I glanced over at Ren. I was surprised to see a hint of fear, like, yeah, bestie, you got the wrong one today! Ha ha! I grinned at him. That wasn't so hard. I sheathed the knife in Lawrence's chest. Yeah. was like, this is crazy. I guess it wasn't. You did great. Oh boy, was he not expecting me to do it? I scoffed. I should clean up. He smiled at me warmly. You just relax now. Sure. I turned and left him in the small dark room, leaving him with the thought that, yeah, you picked the wrong one today. The living room seemed brighter and more comfortable than before. I flopped on the couch, leaning back. Something was telling me I should be bothered by what just happened, but I just closed my eyes. But why bother figuring out now? I relaxed on the soft cushions and ended up dozing off. I woke up with a deep feeling of dread. And then I realized where I was and it doubled. Hey, Emmy? Aw. You look so sad. I couldn't get Lawrence's face out of my head. I felt kind of bad now, but he did steal my arms. And by the looks of it, neither could Ren. There was a tense silence before Ren finally spoke. I thought it would be easy. I mean, not really. I looked at him questioningly. Killed someone? Oh, so you just made me a murderer? And you haven't even burned yourself? That's sick. You're sick in the head, Ren. Not before Lawrence. I love you, though. Give me a big fat kiss. What about the man in your basement? He seemed pretty dead to me. What? How did you... I went into the basement when you were gone. And I saw... Oh. You know... The dead guy! He looked flustered and scared. I didn't kill him! He died by himself. I remembered the man in the freezer. All that blood... in his chest? How did he die then? Enlighten me. Ren visibly clammed up. No! No! He brought someone home. I waited patiently for him to continue. He sometimes hurt people. I looked at Ren's face and neck, suddenly wondering about the scars. He messed up. They got a knife, and, well, they both ended up dead. I tried to think about it for a moment. It wasn't adding up. I looked back at Ren. He hurt people? Ren looked uncomfortable. Well, he said that's how you can really know someone. I squinted at Ren. Like, really, really know them. So yeah. Sometimes he hurt people. Sometimes he killed people. I remember the basement and the stains on the floor. You know what? Sounds like he was a psychopath. This fur bristled. No! Weak people die. Everybody dies eventually. That's just part of life. Doesn't matter how strong you are. Well, what did Beetlejuice say in that song? Yeah. That. Strong people live. That's how it works. Isn't he dead, though? That was a stupid mistake. It wasn't fair. took a few deep breaths, looking like he was holding back tears. Oh, I didn't mean to make you cry. He was the only one. He took care of me. It looks like he only hurt you. Oh, no! I didn't want you to cry. He couldn't hold back the tears anymore. That's not true. No one ever cared about me like that. He loved me. Brent sniffed and slouched, shrinking down. And now that he's gone, I never felt more empty. He started sobbing. Why did I... Crap, okay. Oh. What did you do? I asked him cautiously, quietly, almost a whisper. What did you do? I could tell he was unstable, dangerous. Ren sniffed and lifted his head. I didn't do anything. I looked at him confused. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. He told me to help him. He even begged me. But I didn't do anything. I could only think of all the things he did. Why didn't I help him? You don't need him. He was a bad guy, Ren. What? You never needed him. Of course I did. I didn't have anything before him. My family hates me. I don't have any friends. Oh. I didn't have anything before him. My family hates me. They didn't have any friends. He was the only... Stop. What? You're alive now, right? Yeah, I guess. You guess you're alive? Huh? That is an inappropriate time to say that. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. You've done that with and without him. You don't need him. And you don't need me. But you've been through pain. But you don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. So why not wait and find out? This is just like that scene in Yellow Jackets, Season 2, Episode 5. Where they talk about living. I really like Yellow Jackets. I think everybody should watch it. I don't want any more pain. I'm scared. That's okay. The future is scary. But it can be fun too. You're only gonna get one chance at this run. I'm scared. The music stopped. I don't want him to attack me right now. Please, I thought I did everything right. You know, we were going good. This was like the kind of ending I was going for, but woo, boy. It all rides on this moment. No. No! I tensed as he raised the remote. But instead of a shock, I heard a quiet click. Oh! Well, that's fine. The collar popped open and fell to the floor like a dead weight. Please, just go. But I still want to be your friend. I wish that we could have just given him a hug. I feel like he just needed to be held for a little bit. You know, just hold him and stroke his hair. Tell him that it's gonna be alright. And that, you know what? Even if I'm not chained to a wall in his house, I'll always be there for him. Before I change my mind again. Why'd you change your mind? You're turning over a new leaf, buddy. Pause for a moment. Then I grabbed a pen and paper off the coffee table. I'm going to leave, but I want you to have my number. XOXO, kiss kiss. I want to be your friend, for real. Call me and we could do something fun together. Something we both like. Okay? He nodded silently. I'm gonna cry. Why am I so emotional? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, he nodded silently. I can't know what the future holds either, but I'm willing to find out. Yay! You survived, and you helped Ren, and that's what I wanted to do from the beginning. Because you know what, Ren has been through so much, and I just played the Fox DLC, and that's a little messed up. That's a different timeline. But in this timeline, he can be good. He hasn't been given the chance to be good. Not really. Because he grew up, and he was hated by his family. Maybe not even hated, but he was unloved. And he has never been loved. Not for real. Not by even a friend. I mean, if you think about it, abandoned by his family. When he met Strayed, he was supposed to be meeting someone for a date. And they stood him up, and that's when Strayed came in. And when he was with Strayed didn't love him. So now he was on his own. And, you know, he only knew so much fear and hate and pain throughout his whole life. I'm like, that sucks, but that's like it was probably very rare for him to experience like genuine kindness. And I feel like even though the act of giving him a phone number, something so simple, I feel like that is enough to change the trajectory of his whole life. Just knowing that there's someone for him to talk to means the world. And that's just how it is, isn't it? Anyway,